Alright, I have a couple of projects I need to do today. One of which is painting, what's it called, the crossmember, I believe, on my car. Because yesterday, as I was driving, I didn't see somebody had thrown a big rock and it scraped the whole driver's side of the underbody. Also, another small side project I'm going to do. Where is it? Hold on. Okay. I don't know if you can see it, but right there, let me let the camera adjust. I put some touch-up paint. I'm gonna try, I've left it there for about, I'd say, a month. I'm gonna sand it, and hopefully after I compound, polish, and wax it. Oh, it was unlocked. After I compound, polish, and wax it, it should be theoretically barely noticeable. Let me put down the windows. It's very hot in here. We're under the car. Unfortunately, I have to use this little jack because I can't find the stick for my regular one. But I don't know if you can see, right there is where the rock scraped, and I'm lucky it didn't touch, the transmission pan, oil pan, or exhaust. So I'm gonna lift it up, sand it down a little bit, and spray paint it black with a few layers. This is gonna be tedious. I just realized there's not that much of a need for sanding because the rock, all it did was just scrape. So I'm gonna go ahead and just wipe off the area a little bit with some just cheap dollar store Windex. So that's basically it. I'm just gonna clean a couple other areas that I'm gonna spray paint so that I don't get rust later on. Again, just any enamel. Picked this up from Orchard Supply, Home Depot for like $2. It's flat black. You don't need anything fancy. I wouldn't worry too much depending on your car. You know, I wouldn't worry too much about covering it. For me, since I'm spraying that way, I don't have to worry the alternator belt and all that is up in this area, so I don't really need to worry about that. I'm starting off with 800 grit. Next step is some 1500 grit. some 2000 grit. I'm using this. Now you can do it with a DA, which I do have, but you can do it by hand also, small little spots like this. I usually do it by hand. Alright, you really don't need too much, just that much. That's all you really need. And then it's just elbow grease. It'll look like after compounding. Again, it's really not noticeable where the touch-up was anymore. In the camera, it's glowing white, but basically the touch-up is already in the crack, and you can't notice there was any paint missing. So now I'm gonna polish it up with the wax, and it should be as good as new. Now here you can see a little bit more because it's in a tough spot, but nothing too noticeable. Red rag, you want to use polish. Again, I'm using this, applying it by hand. You can apply it using a DA tool, but I prefer not to. And that's with the polish. Again, you can't really tell other than that mark right there, but as you can see, it does return to its shine with no noticeable defects or anything. Finish off, I'm gonna put some Caranuba wax on top of it, let it dry, and then just buff it off again using my hand. It could be much quicker if you use a DA tool, but it's such a small spot that I prefer not to. Now, I was telling you guys need to have a little container like this so you can rinse off all your sandpaper. If your sandpaper falls on the ground, don't rinse it with that. Put it in here, shake it around. You're never gonna get all the little rocks off with that. And sandpaper can stay in there for basically forever. I've had this sandpaper in here for about a month and a half already. It's been in the sun and absolutely nothing's happened to it. So I'm gonna let it dry for about half an hour and then we'll come back and see how it looks. It's been about 20 minutes. Made sure that it's fully dry. See, I'm really putting no pressure and it's starting to come off, so it's fully dry. I'm gonna go ahead, rub it off, and show you guys the finished product. And after rubbing it off, this is the finished product. As you can see, it's barely noticeable, much less than before. From far away, you really can't tell. Alright, thank you guys for watching, and I'll be uploading new videos soon.